What is going on, everyone? We're back in our Bears franchise in Madden 17. It is week 2. The Bears won the opening game last week, but it came at a humongous loss. We lost our quarterback, so with only one healthy QB on the roster, we were forced to make a move. And after thinking about it for a good while, I ultimately made the decision to make the most aggressive move, and I've made a trade for a new QB. This team is too good that I don't want to throw the season away because we play poorly the next 5 weeks. So I've made a trade, and that trade is for Tony Romo. Now, Tony Romo, yes, he was still on the Cowboys. They had not traded him or released him. He was backing up Dak Prescott. He's an expensive QB, and that's probably why he wasn't traded. We can afford it with our cap room. So here's the trade that we made. I traded Marquise Wilson and a third-round pick to the Cowboys for Tony Romo and a fifth-round pick next year. We had a lot of draft picks. I think we had 4 second-rounders, 3 third-rounders, and 2 first-round picks. So we could afford to give up a pick, and then in order to make this move, I had to get rid of someone. Marquise Wilson, I was trying to trade. He fits in there as the Cowboys need a wide receiver. Now, you see Romo is earning $17.7 million this year, but now that he doesn't have the bonus, we can cut him at the end of the year because he's due $23 million next year. That's way too much for a backup QB because Dudley will go back to starting. So we can just cut him at the end of the season or trade him to someone else. Maybe if someone needs a new QB during the offseason, we'd be more than willing to part with him at that point. But for this season, we are all in now, making the big trade. Let me know what you think of the trade down below. I think some of you might not like it too much, but you know what? I feel like it's worth it for this team. We got a lot of potential this year. Now, the Lions, on the other hand, are dealing with a similar issue. Stafford and Jake Ruddock, their backup QB, are both out. So it's a third-stringer, Kafka, who's in the game. We played them week 3 of the preseason, and it did not go well for the Lions, so we'll see how they do today. But now, 1st and 10, it is going to be Amir Abdullah down the sideline all the way to the 29. He's got 48 yards on 2 carries. Now, 2nd and 12, it's going to be Abdullah once again as he is baking his way through the line, getting close to another first down. And here are the starters for the Lions. Look like they have a new center and left tackle. And then the skill players, it looks like the same guys back here. Jacoby Wolf he's a second-year tight end. He was there last year. So 3rd and 7 here. Kafka looking for the first down. He's going to find it to Ishmael as he's inside the 5 and at the 4 now, 2nd and goal. It's going to be I formation. Zach Zenner in the backfield. He is going to take the carry, shakes off a tackle, and that is all he will need into the end zone. And the Lions, an impressive first drive here. So we get the ball back. Tyreek Hill with the ensuing kickoff. He's going to go down at the end of the play. He is going to be hurt at the end of the play. Didn't look like there was really anything special about the tackle. He is going to go down. We'll get an update on him in a second. But now into the game, Tony Romo, our QB for at least the next 5 weeks. Obviously, if there's another injury, of course, Romo will be worth it there at that point as well. But now 1st and 10, it is going to be Melvin Gordon. Takes a hit, fumbles the ball on his first carry of the game, and the Lions recover. I don't think Gordon fumbled or lost a fumble all of last season, already losing one here in game 2. Now Amir Abdullah on 2nd and 4, not going to pick up the first down, only picks up 2, so it's going to set up a 3rd down. But look at this, Tyreek Hill ruptured a disc in his back. He is out, and that absolutely has to be a long-term injury. So consecutive games, we've now lost another key player on this team, the returner. But now 3rd and 2 for the Lions, and this is going to be a quick sack as Eddie Goldman, the D tackle, get in the backfield for the sack, and the Lions will get a field goal. So 10-0 here in the first quarter. This game has not started how we planned, but here we go. Let's turn this around. Daniel Braverman with the reception on 2nd and 10 will pick up the first down as Romo completes his first pass as a Chicago Bear. Now 1st and 10, Melvin Gordon looking to rebound from that fumble. Only going to pick up a couple there as you see the starters on defense for the Lions. A decent amount of turnover here for the Lions defense. As you can see, DeAndre Levy, Tier Whitehead are back on the outsides, new middle linebackers, and then they're going to have pretty much the same secondary. Sam Shields signed with them in the offseason, so he is a newcomer. Now 2nd and 8, it's going to be Romo to the right, and he's got some room. You know what? Tony Romo, not known for his running ability, but we're going to do it here. He picks up 7 yards. Going to set up a very manageable 3rd and 2 as it's going to be Romo looking for the receiver. He's going to find him. It's Alshon Jeffrey across the middle of the field as he goes down at the 47. Now 2nd and 11. It's shotgun for Romo, dropping back. We're going to set up this halfback screen. It's going to be Gordon with it, and that one could have been a huge pickup. Unfortunately, though, he's going to be taken down from behind. So 3rd and 10 now. Romo, what kind of magic can you work on 3rd down? We have a receiver open. It's going to be Daniel Braverman. Makes the catch down at the 31. We survived a scare from Braverman last week. He went down with an injury. Fortunately, it was only for the game, so he is back. But here, Romo sacked on 2nd and 6, so now 3rd and 12. It's going to be Tony Romo down the middle of the field. That one's going to be incomplete. Nice defense there from Glover Quinn. and now we attempt the 50-yard field goal. Lambo was very good in the preseason, and he will continue to be good here in the regular season. Going to connect on that 50-yarder, so that makes it a one-possession game once again in this second quarter here. 8 minutes to go. Amir Abdullah, 65 yards in this first half. The Lions having decent success on the ground so far. 3rd and 6, though. It's the defense looking for a 3-and-out, and they are not going to find it, as it's going to be Marvin Jones across the 50 as Kafka. He did not look remotely this good in the preseason, looking very good so far, only 1 incompletion. Now 2nd and 9, it's going to be a halfback draw. Abdullah nowhere to go. Voorhees Greg coming in for the big tackle from the secondary. Now 3rd and 12, it's Kafka looking downfield, facing pressure, not going to get it away, and that's a sack for Rashid Hagman, the newcomer, with his first sack of the game, and we will get the ball back. 3 minutes to go in the second quarter, looking to make something happen here. Melvin Gordon up the middle will get 9 on the play. That sets up a 2nd and 1 here. Romo empty backfield, pump fake, looking downfield. He's going to find a receiver. It's Melvin Gordon. He's going to stay up, picked up a couple extra yards, as Romo 7 of 8 for 80 yards here in this first half. And we've reached a 2-minute warning here. 1st and 10, Romo looking for the throw. He's going to find Melvin Gordon again out of the backfield. He's got some room down inside the 10. Melvin Gordon working it out of the backfield, receiving the ball. Now 2nd and goal from the 8. Romo looking for the touchdown, and he's going to find it. Tyler Higbee dives in, and we have tied the game. Romo's first touchdown pass as a Bear. And so far, so good. We had some shaky stuff on defense, but Romo has looked as advertised. This is exactly what I was looking for. A perfect game manager. He's not going to blow us out of the water with his performances, but as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, we should be good. So heading into this third quarter here, we have the ball first, 2nd and 10. Kevin White coming in motion. Romo's going to look for him here as he gets across the line. He's going to turn it upfield, gets a block from Elshon Jeffrey. Nice block from Jeffrey there, as that's going to get us out to the 36. Now 2nd and 7 from the 33. It's Romo looking for the throw. He's got some time, facing pressure. We get rid of it. We have an open Elshon Jeffrey, makes the catch down to the 15, as Romo just 3 incompletions in this game. Now 2nd and 7. It's going to be a handoff to Jeremy Langford. He's got the edge. He's got the room, and he has the speed, diving in for the touchdown, and the Bears will take the lead with their first drive in the third quarter. Lions with it now. It's Kafka going back to work. It's Ishmael with the reception down that left side, pushed out of bounds at the 50. Just 9 attempts for Kafka so far in this game. 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Amir Abdullah has kind of disappeared since that first drive. He got a majority of his yards on that first possession. Now 3rd and 10. It's a big third down for the Lions here, as they're going to pick it up. Golden Tate, the third, down to the 24. And the defense, the secondary especially, not looking too hot this week. They were a little shaky last week as well. Hopefully the rust continues to wear off. But here, 1st and 10. Look at this pass and catch. It's going to be Kafka to Wolf for the touchdown. And the Lions have tied it up. They are not going away here. 1 minute remaining in the third quarter as we get the ball back. Kevin White, this one's going nowhere. We only pick up 2 yards on the play, so 3rd and 8 here. It's Tony Romo dropping back to pass, facing pressure. He's got to get rid of it, and he's going to find Daniel Braverman. Perfect timing route. We throw it to where he's going. Braverman looking very good early in the season here. 2nd and 13 now. It's Romo throwing again, as we'll drop it down, but that one not going to be complete. Looking for Melvin Gordon there. He can't make the catch, so 3rd down now, as Romo is going to go downfield. He's going to find Daniel Braverman once again, hooking up quickly, developing some chemistry there. Now 2nd and 10. It's going to be Romo again throwing the ball here. And this one, maybe not the best pass to make. Should have set our feet a little bit more. Could have maybe converted that one, as Jeffrey was wide open in the middle of the field. But now 3rd and 10. This pass quickly out to Higbee. That one just not a good pass either. So we'll get the field goal. We retake the lead, but only a 3-point lead here. 1st and 10. And look at this. Pernell McPhee in for the sack. It's the half sack. Not sure who the other guy was that was in for that sack. But now 3rd and 16. This one is going to be incomplete. Voorhees Greg laying the hammer down right there to cause the incompletion. So we get the ball back. 8 minutes to go in the game, and we could use a nice long drive here to take off some time from the clock, as Melvin Gordon getting back to work. 1st and 10 out to the 44. He's up to 81 yards. Definitely has bounced back from the fumble early in the game, but obviously we hope that one doesn't come back to bite us in the butt. 2nd and 5. That pass a little out of reach there. Romo showing his first signs of poor accuracy in this game, but now 3rd and 5. It's going to be Romo looking. He's going to find Daniel Braverman. And a second pass in a row where the accuracy was not exactly perfect. So now a 51-yard field goal for Lambo hits it perfectly. This one's going to be up, and it is just going to be good. So we extend the lead to 6, but obviously a touchdown can still do it for the Lions. So Hudson Kafka, what do you have inside of you, son? Can he lead the Lions to a victory here? This pass going to find Marvin Jones on 1st and 10. He gets it out to the 40, and Tony Lippett is down at the end of that play. We'll get an update on him in a little bit. 2nd and 5 now. This should probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning if they complete it. And never mind, that is way out of bounds, so that will not be the last play. But look at this. Tony Lippett broke a rib, and it is another serious injury just 2 games into the season. And already we've probably lost now 3 starters from our team. This is not the way we wanted to start this campaign. 3rd and 5 now. It's Kafka looking, trying to run the same exact play. We do not fall for it for 1 second, so we get the ball back. 2 minutes to go. We need a couple first downs. Melvin Gordon going the wrong direction here, loses 4 yards, so 3rd and 9. We're going to try and pass for it here, as this first down could put the game to rest. Tony Romo looking, he's going to throw it, facing pressure. Braverman, no, that is not going to be enough for the first down, so we give the ball back to the Lions. 1:41 to go. They have 1 timeout, and they got to move the ball quickly here. Kafka going to go outside, finds Ishmael. That's only going to pick up a few, though. They do get out of bounds, which is going to save the timeout, but now 3rd and 5 here, as it's going to be, you got to be kidding me. Why are we helping them out on defense? 3rd and 5, fortunately, they don't get the first down with that offside, so 3rd and inches here. It's Kafka with the quick throw. It's going to be Jones, and for some reason, an odd spot here, but they do not give them the first down, so 4th and inches, and it's going to be a play-action pass here. Kafka looking, but he is going to take too much time. No one is open downfield. Pernell McPhee has time to fall, get up, and still sack him, and that will do it. The threat is eliminated. Tony Romo in this one, 20 for 28, 206 yards and a touchdown. By all means, not any sexy numbers, but still it got the job done. Hudson Kafka, 14 for 21, 164 and a touchdown. No picks, turnovers for either QB. Melvin Gordon, 22 for 84. Abdullah, 14 for 72. Really did fall apart in, well, really the last 3 quarters. He got pretty much all of his yards in that first quarter. Zenner with 2 carries and a touchdown. Langford with 1 carry and a touchdown. Braverman leads everyone with 8 receptions and 79 yards. Ishmael with 453. Gordon with 3 for 49. It's Wolf with the touchdown to go along with 45 yards. Kevin White, 4 for 41. And Jeffrey, just 3 catches for 28 yards. On defense, it is a lot of Lions here in tackles. Leonard Floyd and Rollins with 6. We have got 2 tackles for loss from Voorhees Greg and Leonard Floyd and Adrian Amos. And then it's going to be sacks from Pernell McPhee, Rashid Hagman, both 1.5, and then Williams and Goldman with 1 apiece. For MVP this week, no one really stood out, so I got to give it to Tony Romo. This guy, quite possibly the savior of our season. If he can play like this the next 5 weeks, I will be completely happy with the deal we made, but we'll have to see how he plays. Now, the injury front, Tony Lippett is going to be out 6 weeks with those broken ribs. Tyreek Hill is out 9 weeks with a ruptured disc, so this is unfortunate here, and this is really, really going to test this team's depth, because we can't put either of these guys on IR, and we don't really have any other moves to make. That's the reason I didn't just sign a QB, because, well, for one, there wasn't really any good QBs available in free agency, but we really do not have anyone on our roster we can just cut to sign someone else. So I don't think I'm going to end up making any moves for the wide receiver and cornerback position, which means we're probably going to have to go forward with just 4 guys healthy at each position. Now, I'm going to look at the team, look at the free agency. I don't want to have to make another trade. We're not going to mortgage our draft picks and all of that much so early in the season. There's a long ways to go. I feel like we're more than capable of making up for those injuries in comparison to losing our starting quarterback, which is most of the reason why I decided to make the trade for Tony Romo, because quarterback is such an important position in this game. So definitely an exciting start to the season here. We are 2-0 in the season. We move on now to week 3, where we'll be taking on hosting the New York Jets, 2-0 as well on the year, and obviously they are much improved. They have Drew Brees at quarterback, Jeremy Hill at running back, so this team obviously always with a very good defense, so they're going to be a tough team to play, and we're going to have to do it a little bit more shorthanded than we were in this one, so we'll see what happens. That's it for this video, though. If you enjoyed it, please go and give it a like. I'd really appreciate it, and subscribe to see any future videos that I make. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.